Drive me over, drink me over, touch me over, flip me over, fuck me over. Oh, talk Chisme with Abraham. Talk Chisme with Abraham. Talk Chisme with Abraham. Episode number 1. Welcome to Talking with Chisme with Abraham. So today I'm just gonna be talking about my upcoming album. Woo, Spider Vol.2. I'm not gonna get into deep into it because I'm still working on it. And yeah, so I'm gonna give you some of the song names in it. And yeah, so let's start off with the first track. Track number 1, Horns, was supposed to be originally called Welcome to Hell, but I didn't like it because I basically introduced Hell on the first album, Volume 1, Welcome to Spider. And yeah, and going on to track number 2, Claws, was supposed to sound very different. It was supposed to be way more calmer, but I said I want to make this more of a dance pop album. And yeah, and what inspired me to do Spider Volume 2 was just after XXX, I wasn't feeling like writing anything until I started to listen to some old Halloween music, and it inspired me to write songs again, even though my third home studio album, XXX, was really almost a month ago, in August. And I had to finish Spider Volume 2 this week, or else I am not going to be releasing Spider Volume 2 this year. And yeah, but Claws, because I got off topic for a minute, Claws is more like a poppy album, more like a pop song, but like with something else. And then I'm only gonna give a few little sneak peeks of some of the songs. So one of the songs is called Don't Cry. That is track number 9 off the album. It's basically like the lullaby. It's baby don't you cry or he's gonna come and get you tonight. But I added my little touch into it, and it goes, baby don't you cry unless the devil's gonna get you tonight. Then it goes 1 step, 2 step, he's coming for you. 3 step, 4 step, blah 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 blah. Whatever. I'm not gonna spoil it too much. I already give a little bit of details. And then we might have some returning tracks, but with the part 2, I'm not saying which ones they are. I have edited the track list so many times that I don't even like. It's not even funny, but probably this is like my 8th time editing it, and I'm still on. I'm like literally still editing it. You can hear the mouse click in the background because I'm going back and forth. And yeah, so for this first episode, I just want to celebrate Spider Volume 1 almost hitting a year with about not over, I think it's barely 100 streams on Spotify. But I really don't know how much it is because I really don't care about the numbers. But I have hit where is it? Release. Okay, since the first basically the EP, what introduced Spider to the world, Spider Volume 1, was for the 3 songs that are on there, Spider, Hush It, and Hostage. There's only been 40 streams, and then Stars and Candles, one of my favorite songs I've wrote in, has 71 streams. Poison Candy 27, Go Slow 37. Those are the singles. But then once I released the full album, the full album has 252 streams. And then it's about to be a year since it's been out. And I was actually happy when I finished it, because when I was making the process of it, I had a leg injury and I was not okay at that time, and it was just something else for me. And then I was working on Valentine for the night for this year that was released a little bit late. Um, this came out March something. I don't remember clearly. I need to go look back at the day. But the song that I was surprised to get more views was "Call Out My Name" because that was supposed to be for the Utopia album, and Utopia was something to get off my mind for quarantine, like when I was barely getting used to it and everything. So yeah, basically, I made Utopia as my own little world. That album has almost 300 streams. It's at 288. By the way, I don't stream my own music. The only time I listen to my music is when I'm finished with it, and then I hear it, make edits, either remove a part, add a part. Basically, that's all I do, and then I don't listen to it never again, unless I'm promoting it. And then Doll. Doll was supposed to be on the Utopia side B, the downfall of Utopia, but I have changed that to make the Utopia Carnival, and that is on the works too. But that one's gonna take me about probably a whole year to make, probably less because I clearly have nothing to do, but my schedule's been really busy with school. So yeah, let's move on to 777, the single. 777 was the start of XXX, and I was really, really happy how this song turned out. It's very pop, casino vibe. That's what I like about it. And when I was writing this, I didn't actually write this. I came with the lyrics on top of my head. That's my voice doesn't sound as well as it does. And um, the thing about the XXX album was more of the calm side, like the Abraham you never seen before, and it was just different. It sounded like I wasn't really feeling it. I basically pushed myself to record and finish these songs because I put a release date on it, and that's the thing I should never do. But like, if it's a like Spider, anything that I need to do, like that always going to come once a year for a fact. Of course, I may not do a volume 3 because it really takes time to write songs for Halloween because I had to focus on one topic, and the thing that stresses me out for more is trying to get the lyrics to sound Halloween, trying to get the sound to sound like Halloween. But I'm realizing Halloween songs don't have to sound like Halloween. The only thing that matters is the lyrics to sound Halloween. Your voice has to sound a certain way, and I'm just like, oh, so yeah, and yeah. So now let's talk about the game Among Us. I love it. The one thing I really love about this game is when you're playing with your friends, like everybody goes ham and like people start yelling at each other, screaming at each other, like yelling, arguing, and literally the imposter is just like sitting back, relaxing, just listening to the conversation and laughing their ass off because that's what I do. And sometimes I win, and then sometimes my friends get mad at me, but at the end of the day, we're still friends, nothing happens. And yeah, and hmm well, thank you for tuning in on the first episode of Talking Chisme with Abraham. And let me give you a little bit more info about it. Talking Chisme with Abraham is more like me telling you background stories of some songs, the album, the storyline. And yeah, next week I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I don't know if I should be doing this like weekly or doing because I have school. I have work to do. It's my last year of high school. So, yeah. And for a fact, I am going to be posting my first ever podcast episode, basically this, on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere where you can listen to podcasts. I'll be posting it on YouTube. And yeah, for right now, I'm not going to be showing my face because I don't have a really good camera. And once I start getting a popular setup, like a microphone and everything, the quality will sound way better, not like this. And yeah, hopefully you are having a wonderful day. Make sure to, be yourself and do whatever you want. Don't listen to what people say. And if you want to pursue a music career, just do it. Don't listen to what anybody else is saying. Because I've actually gotten very mean comments about it. And I'm just saying, like, you really don't understand why I'm doing this. And I don't even know why you're bumping in. If you don't like my music, don't listen to my music. The reason I posted on my story is because I want to be out there. I know I'm barely a beginner. I barely even have a setup. Basically, I just use my computer microphone and a quiet space, and it turns out perfectly fine. But the thing, I know I gotta still work on some things, but just know, don't let people ruin your dream. Like, that is not it. Keep on going forward and be yourself. If you don't like a record label that you doesn't let you be yourself, don't go for it. Look for a record label that you can be yourself. You can tell them what to do, what not to do. Like, basically, be yourself. Find something that suits you. This is the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I know it's been about like 11 minutes or probably more. But anyways, thank you for joining me on the first episode, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Tune in next week for the next episode of Talking Chisme with Abraham.